Welcome back to All This Math. This is Professor Parker, and we're doing another area word problem today. Another area word problem. All right. Now, the actual word problem can be found in the description underneath of the video, so you can read it on your own. And I'm going to read it aloud right now. All right. Okay. So here's how the problem reads. Right. It's about Chloe. Right. Chloe, whoever Chloe might be. Chloe is building a wooden bench around a tree. All right. I already took the liberty of drawing the diagram before I started the video, right? So this square inside, this is the tree. So imagine like it's a wooden bench that, circumscribes or surrounds the tree. I don't know. It's a little interesting. But anyway, Chloe is building a wooden bench around a tree. The space for the tree is a square with side length of 4 feet. So if it's a square, that means that all 4 sides are 4 feet. All 4 sides are 4 feet. 4 feet, 4 feet, 4 feet, 4 feet. Right? That's something that's important. All right. The bench will be a rectangle, right, that measures 12 feet by 14 feet. But of course, the tree won't be included, right? Because you can't sit on the tree. You can sit around the tree, right? You can sit here, sit all up in here. So what we're trying to do is figure out the area of the bench, which is all of this, right? All of this except for this where the tree is. Now, when you hear phrases like except for, that indicates that we're doing subtraction. We're going to be subtracting something, right? When you say except for. So what we should do is, right, and I call this the donut hole method, right? Find the area of the larger object, which in this case is the bench, all right, or this rectangle that represents the bench. Then find the area of the smaller object in the middle, and then subtract the smaller object from the larger object. So subtract the smaller object from the larger object, all right? So the larger object is going to be, if I can get my cap off my marker, so we say area of bench is going to be length times width, and the length is 12 and the width is 14. So we got 12 times 14, and 12 times 14. So look, if I do 14, if I break this 12 down into 10 plus 2, and I just think and try to do it mentally, 14 times 10 is 140. 14 times 2 is 28. So 140 plus 28 is 168. So the area of this whole bench, including the area of the tree, is 168 square feet. All right, 168 square feet. But we can't include the tree because nobody's going to sit on the tree. The tree is going to be there. So the bench is not going to be built on top of the tree. The tree's still going to be there. So that means we got to figure out this area and then subtract it from the larger area, from the total area, which is 168 square feet. All right. So now, area of tree. So I put a little T right here to represent that that's the area of the tree, or to indicate that's the area of the tree. So the tree is a square. So that's going to be side squared. So that's going to be 4 squared, which is 16. All right. So now again, donut hole method. Find the area of the whole object. Find the area of the space inside that you want to deduct or delete, and then subtract it. Third step, subtract small from big. Small from big. So we about to do 168 minus 16. 168 minus 10 is 158. 158 minus 6 is 152. So we got 152 square feet. So that is the actual area of the bench. Now, let me talk about area for a minute, because a lot of times we throw that term around and a lot of people don't know exactly what area really means. Area means how many squares of dimensions of 1 foot by 1 foot can fit in this space. So how many individual squares? 1 foot by 1 foot, 1 foot by 1 foot, 1 foot by 1 foot. That's what area actually means. All right. And if it was meters, then it would be 1 meter by 1 meter. If it was miles, it'd be 1 mile by 1 mile. If it was yards, it'd be 1 yard by 1 yard. So area indicates how many squares can fit in that space. That's what area is. And volume, when you get to volume is 3D. That's 3-dimensional. That's length, width, and height, right? So that's 3D. So volume indicates how many cubes, and cubes all have the same dimensions. All the dimensions are the same. So a cube is like a 3D square. That's all a cube really is, for real, for real. So volume is just how many cubes can fit inside of a shape, right? So just in case you was ever wondering like what area is, you know, perimeter is the length around, right? But area is the number of 1 unit by 1 unit squares that can fit inside a shape on its face. All right. So again, donut hole method. Find the area of the total object. Find the area of the little object inside that you want to get rid of, and then do the subtraction to get rid of it. So you can get a true measurement of the area of the object that you need. All right. All right. So get some practice on some problems like these. Find some practice problems or ask your teacher for some more practice problems. Master this. So that way, whenever you see problems like this, you'll automatically know what to do off the top of the head as soon as you recognize it on site. All right. Because that's the goal. You want to be on site. As soon as you see a certain type of problem, you know what to do. You just go in. All right. On site. That's what you want. That's the goal. The goal is to be on site with your math. All right. See y'all in the next video. Peace.